The fact that modern society has become so degenerate that this is even a topic, a serious topic of debate, of conversation to me, boys, is beyond me. But here we are. Um, we're going to be reacting to a clip from the Whatever podcast tonight. Yeah, buckle up, prepare for takeoff, boys. Let's get into it. This is where we're at in the world. So.
Culture and women participated in it.
I think if you take a step back, and I think if you say that feminism, I would say, is sort of the precursor to the red pill movement. I think women did create the problem because feminism went way too far in telling women that they could treat their sexuality basically acting like men, and I think it subverted what was a really, really nice traditional arrangement between men and women where men would provide for women.
Do you think it's okay if men sleep around?
I don't support promiscuity.
I don't think men should sleep around either. So
They really shouldn't. No one should.
How are we getting to this point where
Did you call yourself a certified E what?
Yeah.
whore baby? Sorry.
With the
But
shot.
when you like,
Bro, imagine being so proud to call yourself a certified e-whore on the internet for like, I don't know, thousands, multiple thousands, hundreds of thousands of people to see this. Certified e-whore, baby. Yeah, let's go. Oh, degenerates, bro.
joke about that, I think that sort of dovetails with what you're saying in the sense that when you joke about being an e-whore, that doesn't really make men want to like treat you or view women as respecting themselves and as deserving.
they're gonna call me a whore regardless of whether I call.
So I might as well just embrace the whore, you know? Just get right in there.
myself.
Well, if you're on,
What?
if you're on OnlyFans, yeah.
No, you got me.
I think it's kind of like a catch.
It's
A
just
catch.
how
Watch
it is.
yourself. Watch yourself.
I don't really think my
Watch yourself, Brian. Watch yourself.
What?
Watch yourself.
I think we just call
Cold-blooded.
shitty people.
Yeah. I mean,
There you go.
people are gonna call me names regardless. Like no matter what. Like I'll be live streaming on Twitch playing fucking World of Warcraft, and they were like, "You're a disgusting whore. Show me your asshole." And I'm like, okay,
Wow. You're like in the
can I
same
just play
breath
this
too.
game?
So again, let's just dive right into it and embrace it, boys. Let's be the whore that everyone wants me to be. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, bro, let's go.
Yeah,
In the
I'm like,
same
can I just
breath.
play this game? Like, I'm gonna get treated like garbage regardless, just for being a woman online,
But
especially.
talking in the scope of dating, though, I think
always blaming
OnlyFans or
men.
just that
Always
general
blaming men.
approach to female sexuality where you're commodifying your body for,
Yeah.
okay, not $5 a month, but $20 a month. That sort of
$20.
just breaks down the fabric of traditional relationships where men
Yeah.
feel like they can treat you poorly because they
if I
own
feel
you
like a
for
man is
small-
treating me poorly, I wouldn't give him the time of day.
It's hard because like men are
But you
consuming
don't really
content,
have
but
the
women are
ability
creating the
You
content.
don't
Like
have the ability
who's
to
It's so funny because she's like, if I feel like men are treating me poorly, I won't even give them the time of day. But men are only treating you poorly because you're putting yourself in a position to be treated poorly as an internet whore. I mean, let's be real. Like, come on.
enforce that
Supply and
boundary
demand,
by being on
baby.
OnlyFans.
That's hard.
I do,
Again,
No, you
embrace
don't.
it.
A creepy guy who could be treating you horribly could still pay and subscribe to your
but I
OnlyFans.
wouldn't date him if he's treating me horribly.
But they still get access to you.
And they could
But
subscribe and watch your
that's
podcast.
it's the same thing as like me posting
have
on
all
my
my
Instagram.
clothes on during my podcast.
She doesn't
Me
do
too. Me
nudes.
too. I don't do nudes.
I don't.
Thank
You just have to
Robert.
pay to look at it.
Lingerie. It's
Lingerie is fine. That doesn't bother me. The thing is I wouldn't interact with someone who I felt like was being mean to me. If you're gonna be mean to me because of something that I do, bye. That's not an issue for me.
I'm not
I
necessarily
wouldn't give you the
talking
time of
about
day.
like an interpersonal like
just
being
called
mean to
yourself a
you.
certified internet
like
whore.
But you're talking about dating.
I'm talking
Like,
about
what do
how
you
men
expect- how do you
approach
expect these
relations. I'm not
dudes to
talking
treat
like
you?
you're sitting on a date and they say something offensive to you. I'm talking about like I think when women have sort of taken the feminism pill hardcore and they're oh I don't need a man, men or
No.
whatever, that men are going to be more inclined to not treat you with what is a more traditional cherishing role that women
respect.
I
historically
think that
have.
The word is
I
respect,
think
yeah.
that I do need a man. And I would love to have a man in my life, and I would love to
luck.
have some sort of relationship
Good
when
luck.
the time comes. But right
When
now,
the time comes. So, guys, the thing with these girls is they think that this this kind of career is not going to be a stain for them on their resume. It's not going to affect them when they're ready. They think they're just going to walk away from it, wash their hands of it, and be able to find a good man, find a solid dude that's going to take them seriously. That's not how it works, honey.
Because I'm doing OnlyFans, there's a lot of men who don't want to interact with me, and also because I'm not particularly interested in having a relationship right now, there's a lot of men who don't, wouldn't pursue me, and that's fine with me. That doesn't bother me.
I think women are born inherently with their value, and your job as a woman is to preserve it by not making choices where you sell yourself out for a
Bingo.
variety
I think
of
my
things, and
job-
men have to work hard.
Can I add something to this? But a lot of these like companies and these like the whole like
Everyone sells
working and
sex.
stuff. No, it's all also started by men a lot of times.
Everyone
this,
sells
this
sex.
This is a weird like
Blame the
point
man.
of view to be
Classic.
like, oh, it's women's fault for doing this. But a lot of times these are
Porn happened before OnlyFans.
exactly
People
and
were
there was
profiting off
theaters,
of
there was,
women
there's
before OnlyFans
prostitution
became a thing.
by pimps and things
There
like that. So
wasn't-
it's like it's weird to be like blaming
Well,
the
my,
women.
my critique is of feminism, and we have women to blame pretty heavily for that.
Feminism. We're not saying bring power to like prostitution or anything. It's weird. This has been happening for many years.
I'm
But it doesn't
also
necessarily mean it's right,
OnlyFans
though,
is
or like a
different-
healthy
OnlyFans
road
is
for
a
people to
different level
participate.
because
So if
it's
I-
more parasocial.
hold on. If I did pornography, would it be okay if I was straight up on Pornhub? So why are you saying OnlyFans is on a different level than pornography?
Well, what I was saying is women
same
are
shit.
born inherently with
To a dude, it's the exact same thing. Whether you're getting fucking plowed on Pornhub or whether you're doing your own thing in your mom's basement, it's the same thing to a real dude. I mean, we don't look at it any different. You're still selling yourself. You're still putting yourself out there for everyone to see. And I'll tell you one thing right now too, like the type of dudes that are watching this stuff, they're not at all the type of dudes that you want to be, interacting with. Or let me just say it like this. I mean, guys that have a steady stream of good pussy, guys that have good girl, guys that have a hot wife, guys that have, pussy in their life, they're not out there watching your content. They're not watching porn. It's just, I mean, I'm just being straight up. Like, it is what it is.
with their value, in my opinion, and men are not, and they have to work to achieve it, right? If you look at what men go after, beauty in women, more or less, and women go after men with, status that they can provide for them. And all I'm saying is that when you do things like OnlyFans, when you do things like porn, now take a step back. Okay, if it would have been, 30 years ago, it wouldn't have been OnlyFans. It would have been, who knows, prostitution, whatever that year it would have been. That you are denigrating yourself and basically proving that you are not a woman that is deserving, not of respect, but that you're not upholding your inherent value as a woman.
would you say a man's inherent value would be ruined if he did porn?
Well, not even that.
I would say anyone.
I mean, I think anyone would, but I think where we derive our value from is slightly different. And just
different.
on your point about OnlyFans,
Or the men running this again. It's like these women who are in these vulnerable states who they
Just
have
allergic to accountability. Allergic to accountability in all senses. It's crazy to me how they can just spin it any way they please and try to turn it back onto the man. It's the man's fault all the time,
they don't have any means to be able to make money.
We can throw the vulnerable states out the window, though.
so you're saying you guys are being exploited by these?
No, I'm saying we can throw that out the window.
Your original
No,
point
I
from
don't
many
think
many
sure
years
about
ago. That was my statement.
No.
It's like where this first started, right? It was like, for example, men taking advantage of these women who needed a means of making money, right? Sex work years and years ago. Sex work has always been a thing, though. Even in like years of like before Christ, after Christ, all those years, like sex work has always been a thing. So it derived from men controlling women a lot of times too. So like I don't get
That's
the point
not
of
really what
holding
I'm
women
saying.
accountable, but saying men are like it's okay.
Who's controlling you? I mean, crazy talk.
Right?
man.
No,
I'm
I
not
think we
saying-
ought to hold them both accountable.
Yeah, exactly.
I think they're
that.
both
If you want to
accountable.
hold
I
one
agree.
accountable, hold the other.
I'm not saying
I mean,
to
hey,
not
like,
hold men
the
accountable.
dudes that are paying for your OnlyFans are fucking straight up simps. losers, bro. Like the fact that these women could justify like, oh, you know, it's empowering. It's no, man. I guarantee you, if you could see all of the dudes, most of the dudes, all of the dudes, I don't care, that are paying for your subscriptions, they're all fucking losers. They are. Straight up.
Accountable. I think the CEO of Onlyfans, who I
They're all
actually believe is a
weirdos. None
woman,
of
the
them
owner
can
of
get
it
a
is
girl.
a
They have
Ukrainian.
no-
The
there's no
CEO
game.
now is a woman, but who's
It was
the
from it started
Yeah,
in
but
England.
that,
It started
no
in
offense,
England.
it sounds kind
It was
of
a
sounds
dude.
like you guys are trying to deflect blame. You guys are choosing to make content.
I was about to
No,
say.
sorry. Do you
It
think
just-
I have an
it-
OnlyFans? That's crazy.
It
The women
seems-
doing OnlyFans wouldn't be popular if they just didn't put themselves in the situation to be on OnlyFans.
Men are gonna
OnlyFans
make
wouldn't be
women
thriving.
popular whether you're on
What is
OnlyFans
the
or
point
not.
of this conversation? What's like, I'm so lost here. What's the point?
I feel like what I don't respect is more like the not
God.
so much like someone doing OnlyFans. Because obviously I respect most people because you're a person. Any person.
The funny thing is, too, I love how women say you should respect everybody. Just respect everyone. I mean, respect is not something that is just given out. Yeah, at least in a man's circle. It's not at all. Respect is earned between men. We're not just out here throwing respect cards out, and that's not how it works. But in the land of make-believe to these women, yeah, just respect everybody. Everyone deserves respect, no matter what they do. No, that's not how it works.
Person has inherent value, but it's this idea
It's
of
fairy tale land.
chasing meaningless pleasure, like just the ease.
Yeah,
I don't
but
respect people who are like, oh, it's easy. It's easy to consume porn. It's easy to just like put out content. Like that doesn't seem.
If the point is that it's gonna like limit your dating pool, sure, I hear that. If
yeah.
the point is that it's not morally correct in your eyes, sure, I get that. Like, what is
Yeah.
the point of this? I don't understand. What is their
Oh, I
end
guess
goal
I think
here?
it's who is to blame for this. It's
Well,
kind
it's
of like a
also
chicken
like-
and the
it's
egg.
also like a-
Nobody is to
situation.
blame.
But it's
The
also like,
site
is it
created,
detrimental
people
to
are buying it, you're
society?
The fact that the fact this conversation is even happening. I mean, we live in such a degenerate society nowadays, and the fact that this is actually like a serious debate topic just is crazy talk. It's we're debating whether or not it's a net positive or a net negative to society to be naked and selling your balloon knot online for loser men. And I mean, young women, young girls to think that it's empowering to do this. You're never going to convince me that it's a good thing. And I mean, in my circle, at least, you know, men are never going to agree that it's a net positive on the world ever. Like this is whorish behavior, and it's always going to be, no matter what, no matter how you spin it. It is what it is. Suck it up, Buttercup.
Model, let's
Kind
move
of
on.
thing. It's like, is OnlyFans detrimental to society? I mean, that's up
The
for debate.
normalization of
I love
OnlyFans
how
is
Brian's
detrimental to
chilling
society.
ravioli.
Yeah.
These girls.
How do you say that as someone who works in?
We should also blame
Talk a bunch of
every
nonsense. It's
fast
great.
food worker for obesity.
See,
Yeah.
you know,
We
I
should
wouldn't
blame
say
anyone who works in any
We should
bad
blame
industry
every
for the
bad
consequences
aspect
of
of
that
capitalism.
industry.
At that point, we
She's
should
not
get rid of
blaming you, but you are
capitalism.
playing a
I'm
part
not. You just
into
said
it.
the industry
Knowing
that
I think
bad.
I don't believe in the normalization of it. That like, that's crazy.
It's called holding people accountable for their shitty decisions and shitty choices. I mean, something that most women don't fucking nothing about. Cause like, yes, you go, girl, get that bag, boss babe. You know, that's the world we live in nowadays. Girls will just blow smoke up their asses in order to like make them feel good about themselves. And it's insane to me. It's crazy, you know. Girls are so fake with each other. I've seen it time and time again.
I would never recommend to anyone that came to me to make an account. I would never say, yeah, you should make one. If you have an account, I can probably make you more money than you can make yourself. Like that's it.
I'm just curious, from your personal moral perspective, how do you justify working in an industry that you
I
think
have
should not
no
be
moral
normalized?
dilemma with it. I don't think that we should be talking about it like vlogs of, oh, I just bought this yacht and went on this $20,000 date. I think people should be open to the discussion of the negative side effects of OnlyFans, and we should have these
But
conversations.
you shouldn't
like
vilify the
dopamine
people in
depletion if
it.
you watch it.
You shouldn't vilify
Yeah,
the
you
people
should.
in it. Vilify the
you
industry,
should.
not the people.
Well, I
No,
just
no,
think
no.
I'm very
vilifying
sex
you,
work
but I also
neutral.
No, you
think
call
If you
them
do
out.
it, you do it.
You
If you
shame
don't,
them
you don't.
because that's what it is.
Have I
It's
not
shameful
taken?
work.
Have I
It's
not
not
taken
respectful work.
accountability for that? Well, that's have I not taken accountability this whole time?
I'm not vilifying you.
Okay.
What's up, Abby?
I do think she makes a good point that women who are participating in the industry are a problem, and I think that
wouldn't say
they
that.
make a good point that men who are participating in the industry by
create the
watching it
industry.
and paying for it are playing a part.
simps.
Both of them. I
Losers.
mean, sex work in general
both
is
losers.
wrong, and anyone who participates in it, it's not a good thing to do. It's a wrong thing to do. So, I mean, of course, the men who are watching it shouldn't be watching it, and the women who are
Yeah,
participating in
perpetuating
it
the demand.
shouldn't be participating
Yeah.
it. We can take accountability. The industry is ruining society. Nobody should be participating.
There's
in
also
it.
the fact that even if I wasn't doing like OnlyFans or whatever, like
Here we go. Straight cope. Coping all day. Let's go, baby.
there's gonna be men who speak to me in such a disgusting, horrible way, like who come into me like, why aren't you selling nudes? Like I literally was streaming on Twitch the other day
That's
playing
life,
World
baby.
of Warcraft, and they're
That's
like,
life,
why aren't
baby
you
girl.
showing your ass?
Yeah,
that
but
that
that's
shirt
the
is so
internet.
tight on you. Why would?
There's so many,
That's
like,
the
I don't
internet.
do OF, and I still get those DMs. You don't have to.
No, it's not the men bad. I'm just saying they're creating a demand for it. They're like, I literally had someone mad at me being like, why aren't you advertising your
Blame
OnlyFans? Why aren't you being
women.
nice to me? I'm like, I'm not being nice to you because you're being weird. This is chatterbait, you freak.
This is crazy.
Sorry, my bad. I don't mean to
I
yell.
guess what is your plan like kind of after OnlyFans?
Me?
if
I'm getting
there
my
is
degree
one.
in accounting.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and if someone doesn't
God.
want to hire me because I have OnlyFans or whatever, that's
Yeah, you're probably
fine.
gonna
Whatever.
have
I'll
that
work at a
problem.
gas station for the rest of my life if I have to.
She sounds like a hustler.
Whatever makes it work. Listen, I'm from the boonies, dog. We got 3 McDonald's.
She did mention that.
Imagine being attracted to a chick that talks like that. I'm from the boonies, dog. Certified internet whore. Bro, what are you dudes doing? Paying for fucking shit like this? What are you doing? Straight up loser behavior, bro. Simp fucking behavior.
No, like again, I don't want to make anyone who has an OnlyFans like feel bad.
Get
I
a
wish you
girl,
wouldn't do
bro.
it, but
It's what it is.
You know.
It is what it is.
but yeah,
I
to
can't
say
change
like,
it. I
oh,
can't take
it's
it back.
you know, it's Julie's fault
You're
because
from the boonies,
OnlyFans.
I'm from
dog.
the boonies. I'm from the boonies, dog.
3 McDonald's.
Bro,
booties,
you're
dog.
from
We got three-
Vancouver.
No, not
Island.
Vancouver.
She's from Vancouver
I'm not
Island. Very
Vancouver.
different.
I'm not from Vancouver. I'm from like a small
Island.
town.
She's from the mean streets of Vancouver.
No. Hold on. It takes 8 hours for me to get to Vancouver. So,
Coover?
leave me alone.
That's what it's called.
Oh my god, bro. This chick is just insufferable. Like, cringe, bro. Cringe. Straight up cringe. I don't know, man. She's probably. I don't know, man. She's probably 23, 24. Does it make a difference?
Called?
Leave me alone.
Damn.
Eat your peaches.
Okay, go ahead. Continue.
Well, I was gonna say
Wait,
it's,
hold on. Abigail, go.
I just find it funny because I guarantee you, like, this stuff's on the internet forever. Forever. Roll up, like, give her 5 years, she's gonna look back at this and be like, oh my god, what a loser I was. I can't believe I was acting like that.
Go ahead. Continue, Abigail.
Oh
Or maybe
wait,
not.
I think I made
Maybe she'll embrace
my
it.
point that women who participate in the industry are absolutely part of the problem. Of course, we're not blaming those women
You're not the
for
sole
the
holder
industry,
of the blame.
but you're absolutely part of the problem. And if you think that sex work or the industry is ruining society, I don't think you should play a part in it.
Yeah, I get that. I gotta eat though.
I mean, yeah, you might really need money, but there really are other ways to make money.
No, there are.
This
There
is
are.
an
Work
easy
at a gas
way, but
station.
There are certainly-
not everything that's easy
No, it's
is
just
good.
women
There's
that are
usually
lazy.
things that are easier or
Hold on.
bad.
But see, yeah, that's the point I was trying to make of like the ease, like the pursuit.
Right.
Just I want to do the easiest thing.
There's
Let's call it
here's
that.
the thing. Here's the thing about I could work at a gas station. I'm working there 30 hours a week. You know, I get a paycheck of $1,500 a month that covers my rent, doesn't cover all of my bills. You know, it doesn't cover my schooling or anything like that. I work on OnlyFans. I post 3 photos a week. I make $3,000 a month without doing anything. If I work harder, I make more than that.
Yeah, your reputation is stained forever. You're marked. You're marked. No man, no real man is gonna fucking take you seriously, ever. I mean, You want a family? Good luck. You want a high earning dude? You want a high value dude? Good luck. I mean, this is just crazy talk, bro. Again, like going back to the thought that this is even a serious topic of debate. I mean, I'm not really surprised because look at what's going on in the world, everything else. I mean, we live in a completely degenerate society, but like, man, 20 years ago when I was growing up, like this stuff, people got clowned for this stuff. I mean, this stuff didn't exist. This did not exist, right? So
Why wouldn't I do that? Why wouldn't I? My
Things have
schooling's paid
changed.
for, my rent's paid for, my food is paid for, my
can I
gas
add
is paid for,
something
my
that-
insurance is
it's
paid.
something
The only
else
thing
that's
you
very
care about
easy?
is money.
Monetary,
Yeah.
yeah.
Can
I care about having a roof over
Yeah,
my
no,
head.
can I add
Yes.
something
I
then?
see that. I see
So you
that,
turn
know.
18 years
Take the
old and you
easy
marry
way
a
out, take the
40-year-old,
easy
and
road.
then you get a roof, you get everything, right?
I don't want to marry a 40-year-old.
No, I'm
Mark.
saying, but it's easy. So you're saying easy means bad, right?
Easy's not always
Usually,
bad.
yeah.
It's not always bad.
At the
I said usually.
Yeah,
usually
yeah,
bad.
yeah,
So
yeah.
you're saying just marrying a random 40-year-old just to pay your
I'm
bills.
just
We
not
hate
taking
age
this
gaps
conversation
is
seriously
bad.
at all.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say, yeah, there's
Oh,
better
fair, if you
if
really
you
want
if you
that.
Shut
care
up,
about
Brian.
a future and a family and you're just settling for a guy just because he has money. That's not a great situation.
Well, the
to
money's
be
a
in.
benefit. The money's a benefit. It's not the sole
bad 'cause
reason.
it's easy. Like I think I'm sure most of us probably think our jobs are maybe inherently easy. Like we're naturally drawn to something. It is
Yeah.
the job in and of itself.
I would say that OnlyFans is probably like morally wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of things in life that people do that are morally wrong.
But I don't think OnlyFans is easy though,
Yeah.
because you have to deal with all this hate.
Guys, selling your butthole online is not easy. It's really hard work. Getting naked, setting up the camera, like waxing your asshole. It's hard work, guys. I mean, you wouldn't believe how hard it is.
Hate from people and telling you you're bad, you're contributing to
It's pretty
the
easy to-
society getting fucked up.
It might mess with your head a little bit, the backlash, but it's pretty easy to take a picture.
Well, it doesn't
post
fuck with
it
my head, but it's
mentally,
not
and get
easy.
I'm fucked
You have
up.
to like
Mentally as
actually
fuck.
promote it. You don't just like post your butthole and you're rich, you know.
Jesus loves you so much.
Jesus,
Want you to know that.
there, sub.
You just gotta pay for fake lips, fake lashes. Don't ever hit the gym. Don't give a shit about, how you look, how your body looks. Just post your butthole online, guys. Not easy.
I like to make jokes. Sorry,
I will
it's my
say
bad,
though,
dog.
like I
Wait,
agree.
Make that same joke, but with a different.
Mussolini?
yeah,
Mussolini?
That's the choice.
Oh, but like a different religious figure?
That same joke.
With a different
About
deity.
Muhammad?
different.
Muhammad?
yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna get banned. You're gonna get banned.
But that's the point. Like, you can make fun of Christianity. You can't make fun of any other religion.
I already did it with
I
Mussolini.
don't know enough
so.
to-
Actually,
Mussolini was a dictator.
Muslims will get
Italian
more
dictator.
upset about people making fun of Jesus than Christians.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's true.
Because Jesus, I guess, is still like what do they call him? A prophet?
Yeah.
They- Muslims
the
call him
king of the
prophet.
Jews.
He's the
He's still-
son of
he's
God?
still like a prophet.
He's talking about in the
No, he was a
Son of God.
prophet to Christianity and to Muslims, but
Oh,
not
you
to
mean
Jewish
in-
people.
Or you probably. I don't want you to say it, but
I'll say
He
whatever.
wants you to say it. He wants you to say it.
Don't tempt me. Don't tempt me.
You can't blame OnlyFans on male
I was
control.
saying
It's a lack
earlier,
of
I
male
just think
control.
I do.
Yeah, I mean, like this guy says, men are just as much to blame for this kind of stuff. I mean, it's the lonely loser simp ass dudes that are dumping money into these chicks subscriptions and pages. Again, supply and demand. So I mean, I'm looking at the dudes just as much as I'm clowning on the women. The dudes are just as much of a problem. I mean, I get it. It's hard. The dating scene is hard, bro. Like, leveling up in life is hard. Getting a hot girl, that it's not easy work, boys. But you know what? It's a lot more enjoyable than paying for some chick's OnlyFans. I'll tell you that. coming home and getting pussy every night is a lot more enjoyable than dumping your bank account into some other chick's OnlyFans.
I really believe it's both men and women that need to take accountability. I think men need to be stronger and need to be able to not
Self-control.
engage. Yeah, self-control and not engage in this kind of
I
stuff.
don't think it's necessarily a man thing.
I mean, I have to be honest. Like, men have
Mike
more of the
wasn't
power
even
to
on
like
That's crazy.
disintegrate
Mike,
this, 'cause
can you
if they
put the mic
stop-
closer?
if they
I mean,
stop
if
like
women stopped
consuming.
making content, then there'd be nothing
Does
to
anybody
consume.
want to take a peach
I want a peach.
shot?
I want a peach.
No, it's just the juice.
You touched it?
Nah.
You touched it.
All right. I've had enough of this. Anyways, guys, what can we say here? Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Again, like I said, to me, this is just absolute degenerate debate topic. There's no way that you can ever convince me that this is a net positive for the world. Yeah, so let me know what you guys think in the comments. Hopefully none of you guys are wasting your money on this kind of junk. Yeah. There's better things to spend your money on, boys. Let me tell you that. You guys have a good evening. Take it easy. We'll be back for another one soon. Cheers.